Hello, everybody. This is your official behind the scenes tour. So, I am so honored to give you this behind the scenes tour. This is a literally a baby that is about to go off to kindergarten, honestly. So, in another half year, we'll be celebrating our fifth year of the Flipping 50 membership. And it's been an honor and a privilege to serve the women who are inside. And if I could advertise and tell you a little bit about them, literally, I would by name. Some of them are founding members. They've been in with us for that long, and they are there welcoming newbies, offering support, saying, "Oh, yeah, I know exactly what you're going through. Here's what you need, and here's what worked for me." So it's a wonderful place to be and a place to find women who are just like you. So we are totally 100% catering and exclusive for women in menopause. So you're not going to find 20 somethings inside. You're going to find women who are just like you, most likely sandwiched between their maybe young adult kids and their aging parents, and all things that happen in the middle of your life that are both wonderful and somewhat traumatic as well. And they're there to help and to get you through. And because you have a membership, you're so much more likely to get back on the bandwagon and not get run over by it if you fall off. So I want to go through and I want to not take the really hours I would love to dig into in depth all the pieces, but I want you to experience what is this like behind the scenes in case you're thinking, I don't know about technology and me. So if you have internet issues, that is something you want to consider because that will be a frustrating piece. And it all happens by you logging in using a username and password at your convenience, wherever you are in the world. We have members from Australia and Italy and Okinawa and UK and Canada, many from Canada, and then all over the United States. So varied time zones mean it needs to be at your fingertips and your convenience. And yes, we are not immune to what might happen with technology. But usually, if it's something we do have control over, we're pretty quick to get things back up and running. And my team knows it makes my hair go on fire if you don't have access when you need it. So we do everything we can to prevent it, and then we fix it if we need to. Okay, so I'm showing you this, and we're not open yet. So the giving you behind the scenes look, this won't be here when we're open. You'll have two choices by the time you get here and see it. You will see a monthly option and an annual option, and that is only open twice a year. And this is our half year sale. It's just as good as Nordstrom shoe sale, except takes care of you better. Okay, so I'm gonna scroll down on this page, and inevitably you've seen this. That's where you're here and you're seeing this video right on this page. Couple of things I want to point out to you that I'm super excited about. And this is one of the biggest reasons that people come. So it's the fitness, right? You're looking for fitness that suits you, serves you, that takes care of both your hormones and your joints and ligaments and tissue needs, because let's face it, we've had a good time, right? And we've probably had some injuries. You may have a condition, and that needs to factor in. I don't treat you like a delicate flower. In fact, we need adequate intensity. However, I build our strength training programs based on research, not on my whim, my desire for creativity or variety, but literally on the basics that get the job done, meaning boosting metabolism, increasing your lean muscle tissue so that you can burn more fat and control that much better. And we can build bone density and at least maintain it so that you can thrive. You have more strength, more stamina, more muscle endurance. You're sleeping better. You have a better appetite, meaning you do get hungry, but you don't get ravenous and I could eat anything and have those cravings. All of these things can happen, either they're assisted by exercise or they're damaged and hurt by exercise. So this is one of the biggest reasons that people love the cafe, and this is it includes all six stronger programs. So we have a stronger basic training, a stronger cellulite solutions, a stronger tone and define. Many of you may have done that outside of the cafe first, and that's how you're here. There is a stronger basic, or I'm sorry, build and define. And once you renew, there's even more. It's like grad school comes to you with some free additional gifts that you open up. But we start with 6. Now, the membership is either on a monthly basis or it's on an annual basis. So you may be thinking, wait a minute. So you do have access to all 6 during your year membership. And that means, yes, you have more than you can fit into a year if you're trying to do math here. But inevitably, not every program is appropriate for every person or will appeal to your wants, needs, or realistic time frame. So I guarantee you, you will find 4 12-week programs to walk you through this coming year and to progress you and get you closer to your needs in exactly the way you want it. That's almost all by itself a $1,200 value. Each one of those programs at regular rate is 197, so I've left off a couple dollars in change, but you get the idea. These programs are full of cues about how to stand, where to feel it, where not to feel it, to get those shoulders down out of your ears. And I give you those right when or before you need to hear them. So I'm going to push that to the back, and what I'm going to do is show you what it looks like when you go and log in. So we have a little login area on the site. You'll be using that. And if you've done a program with me, these are the courses. This is the courses area, and you'll be logging in right here. Now, once you're inside, clicking on the cafe, here's where you end up at the cafe membership. So it's almost like there's outside of the cafe on the site, then there's inside courses area, and you're on the very inside. It's like behind the curtains and the Wizard of Oz. You get the good stuff. So in your members area, and don't use that code, please, but you do have a special code for protein every single month without needing to do subscribe and save. You still save every month to do it at your convenience. If you opt for protein and or fiber products, you can apply it to those. There's a start here place, which is clearly, I hope that you might understand, the best place to start. So inside of the start here, and I'm clicking the button 14 times because it wasn't working the first time. And that's my computer, not the site. But there is a literally watch the overview video. This is a start here. I mean that intentionally. So there's a little 17-minute video that is your initiation to how do I maneuver my way around the cafe? What is it that I want to do first and second? And there's a little cheat sheet optimizer so that you can also go through and I tell you exactly on the video what I've written in here, but whichever way you need to see it or hear it first, talk a little bit about setting up your own calendar and how you might do that. And believe it or not, I do that again and again throughout because we all need to hear it. Let's face it, we've got lots of things going on. And, when you get thrown off, and you have to do a re-entry. Sometimes things change. Your energy level may change. During the pandemic, your stress level may have been different. As a for instance, maybe you were unlucky and got COVID and recovered, and you've got a different set of goals and needs right now. So that'll be something we review very frequently with you. There's the connecting on social, how to get access to our Facebook group. You can always contact support from here. Support is very helpful for technical difficulties. They can't help you a lick on coaching. So if you have questions about your hormones, about what can I do instead of a rear lunge because my big toe has arthritis, you want me in the Facebook page and or Karen, who currently is our social media group manager. And she can also help as much as possible. And if you need real coaching on the physiology and kinesiology, then I'm your girl and she'll take me on that. There is also this handy dandy how to measure. So we love to track data. I want you telling me, is it working or it's not, so we can troubleshoot for you right now, right? So I tell you, yeah, I take one for the team. I'm there in my bathing suit, showing you how to do it, do your measurements, what they look like, and how to handle some technical difficulties. We've been very proactive. So what else is inside? Well, a lot of good stuff. So I'm gonna just move my screen around a little bit. There's a drop-down menu over here, and I'm gonna try to use that. There we go. Although I don't want to log out. There we go. So I'm gonna go to the exercise videos and the workouts page. And right now, we are in the middle of choosing stronger programs inside of the cafe. You have access, as I mentioned earlier, to all of those 6 stronger programs to choose. But I'm an exercise psychologist, and that means I know how to keep people on track, to keep them from falling off the bandwagon and keep them from being overwhelmed. So we start everybody at the beginning of each quarter on a new program. So on July 1st and October 1st and January 1st and so on, we're asking you to choose your next program. Which one will you want to start? And now's the time to do that. We'll get in, we'll ask you to take your measurements, give me your health history, because it's always good to update that. You want someone asking for that regularly. It's good for you to think, when was the last time I did see my doctor? Because in this past year, many of us didn't. So there are all kinds of, this is the most frequent tab you'll go to, all kinds of exercise videos here, warm-ups and stretches so that you know what to do. If you're doing something on your own, going out for a run or a walk, but you really know you need a warm-up and you tend to skip it, this is your place to go. Stronger 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 are all right here. There is Lifted, that is kind of grad school. That's an anniversary gift after your first full year of membership. You can look and enjoy some of the things that are outside of the cafe, all in here. 5-day flip. I have You Still Got It Girl fast twitch videos inside. So there are 4 videos. So if you are stuck and not knowing how do I stimulate my fast twitch muscle fiber, and that may include or be applicable to interval training for some of you, there are yoga videos, Pilates videos, and there are indoor cardio options. And this is something that was relatively a new ad for people who were dealing with extremes of temperatures, whether it was heat, as in Scottsdale, Arizona here, or cold in the winter, or forest fires last summer. A lot of people, dealing with poor air situations that needed to exercise inside. So we've got it just simple indoor walking workouts, but we've also got high and low intensity interval training workouts, beginner levels, progressive levels, meaning kind of intermediate really, and then advanced intervals. So many good things for you to take advantage of in here. If you need support with cardio, you don't have a mode already that you love, and you're not just applying the tips that I give you on how to do that. You'll also find some special things in here like a how-to video series, how to do single leg touch, bend and press. These are certain exercises you'll find in videos. How to do squats and lunges is also in here. And that's a big area for a lot of women needing to deal with how do I take care of my knees? But how to do each of these exercises, even if you've exercised for years, can give you some tips on technique that you may have never gotten. And I find that to be very true of a lot of women. So the whole flip is my DVD series. You in here have access to 4 of those videos in a digital format that are not available anywhere else. And very soon, so don't hold me to a date here, but we're going to get the rest of those videos here. We're about to phase out the DVD business where we are, and we're about out of stock, and I won't be creating any more. But at that point, I'm going to put all the digital ones in here for you. So you can look forward to that as well. Cardio boxing, there's strength training, and a couple more things. The whole flip is also another DVD sip, and I give you access to 4 of those videos as well. So you get little samplers of everything. So things that you're going to be able to look forward to, and what will happen. So I'm going to show you what this looks like if you log in to any of these tabs where it's Stronger 1, Stronger 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6. You'll see the entire program. And you'll see all the little details that come with a program, like your quick start guide, your how to eat for the program, how you'll benefit from that, and the cheat sheets, the workout forms. So, workout 1 through 12 all have their specific workout, and the recording sheets to use in the Facebook group. That's your accountability. And man, your girlfriends in there love to see you posting because it makes them do the workout themselves and want to post. So, little tips on getting started. And then as you scroll down, you'll see all of the workouts right here on the page. They don't drip out, they're right there. The recommendations on how to do it twice a week, how to schedule those is also there. This one happens to have some yoga videos in it for enhancing your recovery as well. So, there you have it. That's really what each of them looks like. They each have little variations all of their own. And I'm going to pop out and show you, although you may just come for the exercise, I will show you why you'll stay for the rest. So, as females, I know this to be true, and I'm going to potentially try to get back where I was. Um, we value very much, we value knowing exactly what it is we should do and why. We want to know how it helps you. So, there are a lot of individual things here that you can go and look at. We do a monthly webinar exclusively for our membership cafe. And that's on the first Wednesday of every month. You can attend live where you get to ask me anything at the end of those sessions. So it's also a coaching session for you. And that and another Facebook Q&A later in the month are your two times when you've got me for generally hour to an hour and a half at a time, asking and answering questions that you've got either about the topic or about anything else. But we have this library. So this is like going into the stacks, the library in your library, literally, right? Where you want to know what you're looking for, but you can find anything that's been included here in the cafe as a master class or a expert interview or a challenge for the last 4.5 years at this point. So here's where you would go if you want master classes and you're thinking, you know what, I need something that supports me on my muscle and or fat loss. You can do a very quick survey through each of these courses. So you can see that we leave each month of the current year up, and if you want to go further into the archives and look at what was posted in 2020, as you open up and expand that, you'll see each month's topic about, what were we talking about, like goal setting or intentions, for instance, smoothies, A to Z, the language of success. So about goal setting, the psychology of change, immune boosting habits, go figure. In April of last year, we were talking about that, and healthy now, what's working, information and increases on supplements, and looking at what we need to be doing. We were taking a really hard look at that during COVID. We also do a membership optimizer. So, really digging into what have you done so far? What do you want to do? So, if you are looking for more information for yourself on bone density or specific topics, generally we'll do a master class on those most frequently asked questions every year. But other things that I want you to pay attention to is the fact that I put a challenge in every month, a brand new challenge. So if you want to do a challenge on a troubled area, not that you can spot reduce or even spot tone, that will take care of it completely. You got to be doing the whole thing. But if you want to give a little special extra TLC, it might be that you want to work on shoulder corrective exercise, for instance, because something's going on there. There is a challenge on that. You want to work on core. There's probably 4 or 5 challenges for that. You want to work on glutes, glute strength, and maybe you want a little lift there too. There are several challenges on glutes as well. Arms, thyroid support, you name it. Probably if you want to do it, even if it's related to sleep, stress, hydration, you're going to find it in here. I'm going to go back to results. You're also going to find recipes every month. But what I really want to show you is that in here you've got a searchable recipe file. Now, I know you have access to anything at your fingertips to Google, but it can be really hard to look for, okay, give me gluten-free, wheat-free, dairy-free, egg-free that tastes good, right? So I've done it for you. We filter, we sometimes have celebrity chefs and guests who contribute to recipes. For instance, this month we have Clean Southern Cuisine, the author of that book by the same title, sharing some recipes from the book, but some that are not in the book with us first. So those kinds of things you can look for, and everything is vetted by me. Last month, the theme was pre and post workout snacks, meals, and smoothies. So, what are you looking for in each? And what do you want from it? What do you want to avoid from it? Just some more ideas. But you can put in here, I'm looking for appetizers, I'm looking for main courses, and you will find you can also look for certain ingredients, like you got to use those avocados that are sitting on the counter. Yep, I know that one. So there you have it. So master classes from every month, there'll be a new one. Challenges every month, there's a new one. Recipes, there's a new selection or set of recipes every month, and each of them then goes here, so it's searchable and always there for you, or you can print the whole collection in the PDF each month as you like. You will also find that the stronger in the exercise programs and the support and questions about what's going on for you as you travel or as you come out of an injury or off of illness. How do you restart? All of that is there in your private Facebook group. It is an extremely active group, but all of this is included in your cafe membership. So I'm going to go back to the cafe page, and you will find one of two things, one of two options right now while we're open at mid-year. You'll do the $49 monthly rate that you just need to let us know before your subscription renews. Likewise with your annual rate, you'll have to let us know, but your subscription will automatically renew. It is a subscription, it is a membership, and that means automatically renewing. You will know your date by your members area, and regular rate for the cafe is $4.49. We're offering a special incentive. The, the monthly membership is very budget friendly. The annual saves you significant amount of money off of that monthly rate. If you can do it, highly recommend it. But while we're open for registration in this post-pandemic time, we're asking or giving you another $80 off. So asking you to join, do the right thing, get yourself back on track, make it easy, make it at your fingertips and in your living room or bedroom, wherever you're exercising. Now is the time. There you have it. So for all the details, I've just given them to you. If you have additional questions, reach out to me. The Facebook Flipping 50 Insiders group, Flipping 50, is a great place to ask other questions. You can join that. And I so look forward to seeing you on the flip side inside.